this was a piece that was scrap from this. So we've had on our refrigerator for years, some kind of pad of paper that sticks by magnet to the refrigerator. We keep our grocery list and whatnot on it. It keeps falling apart. You know how those things are. The more you use them, the more the papers tear off easily, and the back comes off and so on. So I took this piece of scrap and I basically made a little clipboard. So I've got on order a little 3-inch clipboard clip that will screw on there. I have magnets that I will stick to the back of this, probably with some Gorilla Glue, because the adhesive, I don't know if I trust the adhesive, but the magnets are super strong. I found those at a hardware store. So I'm just going to make my own little clipboard that will magnet to the refrigerator, and then we can stick the paper on there to keep the grocery list and whatnot. Today we're going to finish the little clipboard, so you can see that I have my piece of wood that we're going to use, and the lovely CJD, my wife, went on the Jungle website and found these little clips, clipboard clips. So you can kind of see what they are. These are 3-inch, and so I'll take those out of the package here, and you can see that that'll fit perfectly on there. And I'll show you again in a moment, but you can see little screw holes in here where you just basically tap these into this board. Okay, so I popped one of these out of the package, and as you can see, it's just a little clip. And the way it works is there's 2 little screw holes here. I'm going to be using some number 8 5/8 screws. I didn't have any black ones. I actually went to one of those hardware stores that you find, big box hardware stores that you find around here. Actually, I went to a couple of different ones. None of them have any number 8 5/8 screws, and for that matter, any other number of 5/8 screws that are black. So what I ended up having to do is take ones that I already had. They're silver plated or zinc plated or whatever they are, and I honestly just painted them black. So once those are dry, I will take and tap this. I'll pre-drill some holes here and tap that in there. And so essentially that's what the end product's going to look like. Now I brought out the little pad of paper that will go on here. This is one that's a little wider than what would normally go on here. You can buy thinner stripped ones, which is probably what we'll do going forward, but this will work fine. Whoops, you can see they just fall apart after a while. So I'm going to use it to kind of help set where I want this clip. I don't know if you can see this on the video or not. Probably not because of the lighting. Maybe if I hold it just right, you can see the 2 little marks I've made. That's where I'll drill. One other thing I was going to do, and I did while you weren't looking, was I went ahead and glued some magnets to the back of this. Why 3? These are pretty powerful magnets. Maybe a good question for you. When I did just one, and actually tried just the top one and the bottom one there, took it into my refrigerator and stuck it on there. It stuck, but it still slid a little bit down because the refrigerator face has kind of a textured sort of feel to it. It has a texture to it. So it wasn't really getting quite the adherence to it that I was hoping. Now, when I put this on a piece of flat steel, like on, the oven vent hood or something like that, no problem. It held in place just fine. But the texture on the refrigerator was just enough. So I added this 3rd one here in the middle. These are just Gorilla Glued on here, and so they aren't coming off. And works just great. So let me tap those holes and get that screwed in, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product. here it is. All right, just got a little clip. Works great. Holds the notes. Clip is strong enough. No trouble. So now we'll just take it in and test it out in the refrigerator and make sure everything sticks as it should. There it is. To move my smoky row over a little bit. Bingo.